Welcome to what will be the last part in the Blighted Expedition series for No Man's Sky. Now, before I get started, I want to mention that I am recording this quite literally after the end of the previous video. So if you put any comments about going through the center of the galaxy, apologies that I can't respond to them in the video, simply because the video hasn't been published yet. Now, the reason I'm recording it straight after is that if you watch that video, you'll be aware that I had a little bit of a frustrating time trying to get through the center of the galaxy. And what I did is, after I finished the video, I kind of sat there and had a couple of attempts, and it took me about 10 minutes to get through eventually. And what I found was, is if you watch that video, you'll see that I had a lot of mission tabs, for one for the anomaly, and I think I can't remember what the other one was. And what I realized is that the little yellow indicator was actually behind those mission tabs. So what I had to resort to in the end is taking the anomaly to another system to remove that mission and reduce those mission tabs down, so I could get a very clear view of the system that we were actually in. And then eventually I just got a very tiny glimmer of yellow, and to be honest, I didn't even see it rotating round. I just held it, and then the circle appeared, and I got through the galaxy. To me, it's a really horrible mechanic. So the situation we're in now, if I come into here, what you'll see is I've just completed killing all the sentinels, and we have now managed to get through the center of the galaxy. So we'll claim the rewards for this, and we got 888 quicksilver, 8 triple burst fireworks, which is going to fill my inventory up, and we've also got the blueprint for building a base, which is the final thing that we've got to do. Now, as you may have noticed, is that I've also got the 25 sentinels. Now, what happened was I came down on this planet here to be able to set up doing it, and I was doing a little bit of work, and how can I say, I was quite literally here just doing a little bit of tidying up, and then I got attacked by sentinels. And by the time I realized, and it was a pretty heavy sentinel attack, completely in contrast to my attempts to kill sentinels in the previous part, and I accidentally killed enough sentinels to be able to here they come again. Oh, go away. Just gonna grab that. I think here they come. What we're going to do is we're just going to go and hide inside and hope they will kind of calm down, and let them search, calm down, and then we're going to leave the planet straight away, because our final mission that we've got to do is build a base. And I'm certainly not going to build a base on this planet anyway. We'll claim this mission. We've got positron ejector plans, banned ships, weapons upgrade. We got some more storage. There we are. They deactivated. We go here, and we're just going to get off the planet very, very quickly, because if they get upset with us and attack, if you take off like this, what will happen is then you have to fight sentinel ships that can come down in the atmosphere now. And it becomes a little bit of about, looks like a brave person built a base here, but we're not going to build a base here. We're just going to get up into space, and we'll see if we can find, well, we'll go back to the space station first. I'm pretty sure there's a space station in this system. Yes, there is over there. Then we'll see if we can find a nice quiet planet to settle down on. So hopefully this video won't be too long, and that's another reason why I wanted to make it now, so that I could get it out of the way and we can move on to some other projects. It looks like it's actually a paradise planet here that doesn't have lots and lots of sentinels on it, so maybe we'll pay that a visit. But first things first, we'll get into the base station and see what we get. So here we are, we're just coming up on the space station. We're on the wrong side, so we're just flying round. And what was the augmentation that we got? I didn't use my cloaking device. Right, we got a Starship's expansion module. Also got some salvage glass, which if you come in here, I think you get you got various little bits and pieces. So, and we got Sentinel's weapon shard here. I'm not exactly sure what that will be. This eerie glassy shard has been extracted from Sentinel. An exact effect on the multi-tool will not be known. We got a space on our multi-tool, so what we'll do is we'll just put that into the multi-tool. What does this do? Reload time -4, fire rate there. I must admit, all these different upgrades and that are a little bit interesting. And this here, kind of expand, upgrade the ship. I could scrap this ship now, but apply augmentation. I think I've got actually additional space in. I keep forgetting about this. This is new to the current update. That ships now have this augmented storage area, which of course comes in real big time if you're using a hauler. I think how's the technology? Put one in the technology, one in there. What that should do is allow me to kind of adjust the ship a little bit. We got a little bit of storage there. Got one more slot here. So what could I put in that slot? Nothing. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Of course, what we got is some space here. So what I could do is we'll shove the that into the high capacity. I've got some Starship weapons upgrades. I think I can just destroy these. I think I'm not using the positron, so I don't think we get anything for them. But that can go in the exosuit high capacity. So can that. We got that, which we can refine into. That can go in the high capacity as well. Pick up that. That clears that up. We're not going to need a magnetic resonator, so we can sell that. We've got a thermal protection module which I could sell. Oops. We'll sell the thermal protection module. We'll sell that. Get some nanites. Get the exosuit upgrade. I've got the money for it. 120,000. 60,000. Just put that on the suits. We got some upgrades for the suit. Hazard protection, life support. I think I'm just going to leave those tucked in that corner. So this is a little bit of a waste. We'll just go and, well, this lot, make it nothing there as such. Go and sell that resonator. Sell off the resignate, or sell the pugnium. I'm killing all the sentinels. I keep the living slime. Went through a lot of projectile ammunition. I think I had over 2,000. What you see here is I'm down to about 1,400. So sell that. Got 5 microprocessors. I think that'd be it. Let's just see if what was certainly buy all the barite dust. We might need that. I think I've got more than enough stability. I think I will buy some pure ferrite as well. So, and I think one thing I didn't do is we've got this here. We got Wayward Cube plans. I've got no idea what that is. So we now completed phase 4. Assume that's decor for the space station. Let's look here. Yeah, we've got 1,000 odd. That can go in the high capacity as well. We've got some 2 Warren looms. I've got no idea where they came from. Oh, look at this. Got an exotic ship here. Now, this isn't one of my favourite exotic ships, to be honest, because I don't know if Hello Games have actually fixed the bug, but when the ship lifts these wings up, they tend to stick up through the cargo deck on the freighter, and you can get glitches where you fall through. So it's not one of my favourite. There, let's buy some more. There, I think we buy a little bit of chromatic metal as well. I think that's all I'm going to really need for do some base building, because we're only going to have to build a very simple base. So we'll just go very quickly. Going to find the Paradise planet. I certainly don't want to go to the Ashen planet. Got a Vapor planet with high sentinel activity. Where is the nice... That's the Arid planet. I'm sure that there was a... what's this one here? Nunis 14. So we're looking for... There it is. That's where we're going. Oops, we've got to get away from the space station. We're off to Nunis 14. We won't be impolite and build next to somebody else. We'll see if we can find our own location. This actually looks quite a nice planet. Right, so we're just going to fly across the surface. I'm looking for a fairly flat area so that the base won't... there's a bit of a dip there. I quite like this area here. We're going to be near some star bulb. Okay, let's see if we can... Here we are. We've kind of got a little bit of an area here. And all we got to do is, it says here, and if we select the mission, what we got to do? There's a build a base with Z. So all we got to do is just go into here. Gonna build a base computer. First thing we got to do is click on here, searching cartographic archives, just to say that where we can claim the land, claim the base. Obviously the blue patches must have been clouds, not water. And okay, we've got to put 15 parts in. So probably the first thing we're going to need to do is timber floor. Let's see. Okay, they're only giving us timber floors anyway, which is a little bit annoying because it means we've got to have carbon. And got 1, 2. What's that? Oh no. Okay, I must admit. Doesn't it snap anymore? There it is. To just get a little bit of a flat base. Why won't it snap that way? There it is. So we've kind of got a little bit of an upright area now, and just what we should be able to do is, I want a thin wall. Such a long time since I've built a base in No Man's Sky. Well, if any of you follow my Imperium series, you know that I tend to be a little bit base averse now. in all games. I like to be out and about and maneuvering, and I find that, and it's not just No Man's Sky, as I say, it's Imperium and other games I play. I just like to be out and about, kind of doing things is probably the polite way of saying it. And actually, we're just trying to create a little bit of a front porch here. We're gonna need a door, which we've built, and then we can. Don't know if I've put 15 pieces down yet, but we'll just try and finish it off a little bit. How do we rotate? Okay. Oops. Hey, I've built a slightly open plan base which has fulfilled the requirements. I think I'm going to stop at that before I embarrass myself, guys. I think I'm going to need to have a little bit of practice building a base. We built our base and we've got salvage data times 16, construction research units, and so we've got this, and we've got technology recovery based blueprint research. We've got a whole load of bits and pieces that we can do. Of course, then what we've got to do now then is claim phase 5, and we've got reward Hunter of the Blighted Expedition decals, Blighted Expedition banner. We've got a whole load of expedition banners that, whoops. And if we come to the final phase, and what we got here is an outlaw cape customization. So this is the big reward of this expedition. So let's grab that. Board space access upgrades and blueprints of space and summon anomaly. If we get back into the ship, if I can find it. Hello base, goodbye base. I'm not going to see you again. As I was saying, my personal preference is to put a lot more focus on the freighter rather than bases. I know some people really like their bases, but I just like that feeling of being mobile and always moving on. But that's my nature. Whenever I stop, even in real life, it's only a matter of time before I start kind of looking over the horizon. Is probably the best way to explain it. It drives my wife crazy, but she's in some ways she's the opposite. She likes to settle down and be in one place. After a couple of years, I start thinking, oh, yeah, it's time to move on, find somewhere new. That's just me. Like back to the space station, because I'm assuming that this cloak we're going to have to put on with the appearance adapter. Yeah, go away. I was half hoping that when with this update where they've introduced pirates, that those annoying fugitive ships would be removed, but obviously they're not. They're still here, being a little bit annoying. That bounty target, Dread Pirate Arasho. So they are pirates, but they're fugitive pirates. So, I mean, it'd be great actually if you could meet them and actually talk to them if you've got a certain standing with the pirates. So just take a quick look at this. Not exactly sure where it would come. Would it come under armor? Body shape. Well, this is all boots and stuff like that. Ah, there it is. There's the cape. It's in. Strangely, it's our backpack, so you can get that. You can change the color. Yeah, we got there in the end, and a bit tattered at the bottom, isn't it? Oh, that's the good version. So this is a flowing cape, and this is the outlaw cape. So I'm wondering whether this might just be a permanent addition to here, but okay. Save the changes. And then we'll just go here. We are. Got ourselves a cape. Slightly tattered cape. Which, again, is probably more me than some posh one that's well done, but I suppose it probably works better if you're a Corvax or someone like that, actually. That ship seems very big. Oh, that's because I'm in third person. Sorry about that. Anyway, guys, that is the Blighted expedition complete. Now, I'm starting to get the feeling that these expeditions now are taking on a shape of being more kind of introductory tutorials for new players rather than challenges to existing players. Because I think this is only taken me about 7 hours to complete, and I haven't exactly been pushing it. I've just been playing the game and completing it as and when. So I think an experienced player could probably complete this expedition in what you could say probably under an hour or possibly 2 hours on the outside. It was fun doing it, but I feel that Hello Games really needs to put a bit more focus on what I would call the in-game missions, and I've said it before and I'll probably say it many times in the future, is pulling all the lore together so that there's in-game missions which can then prove a challenge. And I think that would be really great, that you could go somewhere and pick up an in-game mission that could be a mini tutorial, even if it shoots you into a kind of alternative reality galaxy type mission. I think if these were integrated into the game, or variations of it were, I think it would make a lot of difference. This is where I'm going to leave it. What I will say is I'm going to take a short break now, because it's now May and I've got a few things to do in real life, plus I've got a few other things to tidy up on the channel. And then probably in just over a week or two, I'll be back with a permadeath series, because I really want to play a permadeath series in relation to this new Outlaw update, because I think its life is going to be a lot more interesting, and the challenge level has been increased to a level now which will make permadeath interesting, is probably the polite way. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.